Hello, my name is Reggie Young. I'm a seven-figure entrepreneur. I recently quit the military about a year, 2 years ago, and I've been traveling the world primarily through Mexico, Latin America, and my professional pursuits entail Amazon FBA, digital marketing, and agency level work. As I got older, I realized that I wanted more personal freedom, and I really just ultimately want to solve problems my way. That's what attracted me to being a digital nomad, was that personal freedom. I realized that I think differently than others do, and that's ultimately what attracted me the most. I joined the military when I was 18. I joined the United States Air Force, and I signed up in the medical field. And I did that for about 4 years until my commanders decided that I'd be a good officer. So they sent me to the United States Air Force Academy for 4 to 5 years. I ended up graduating there. While I was there, I discovered my passion for business. So that's kind of how I got started. And with that, I brought the knowledge of serving my country, the systems I learned in the military, helping people, is something that I still want to do and give back to. So the systems I do right now, I tried to put into Amazon FBA. I put those systems into training my team, hiring them, using that for agency level work, and then trying to build some kind of system where I can also give back. So when I stepped into Amazon FBA, I decided that this is what I really want to do. I want to build brands. I love Amazon. I'm always buying things on Amazon, so let me focus here. So that's kind of how I got started. And when I did that, I decided, hey, this is where I think the world's going to end up. So I tried to master all aspects of Amazon as best as I could. Yeah, eventually, I was able to replace my income online. Thankfully, sold my business through Empire Flippers about 9 months ago, and using that money to try and scale up faster, hiring more people on my team, launching more brands, helping more agencies, and giving back where I can. I found about Empire Flippers years ago at a Digital Nomad Summit, but primarily when I went to go sell my business, I probably contacted 20 different brokers and aggregators just to make sure that their name met the reputation that they had. Knowing that the volume that has gone through Empire Flippers just over the last few years, and in my opinion, they were the first to market in a big way. So I knew that they had experience migrating accounts, handling any kind of issues throughout that process. And I also knew they had the largest buyer pool. So for me, the initial thought, or the thing that scared me the most was, am I gonna get the biggest buyer? Will I have the biggest opportunity of reaching other buyers? And will this migration happen in a way that I can feel safe and secure of? Felt very confident with Empire Flippers throughout that whole process. When I tried to dig deeper into other aggregators and other brokerages, when I asked the questions regarding migration, I kind of hit a wall of questions where they wouldn't answer certain questions. And I liked that Empire Flippers was open, and before I even had to sign a contract. And that to me was very transparent and built a lot of goodwill for me. So it's one of the main reasons why I decided to go with Empire Flippers. This journey of learning to sell online, a lot of my fellow entrepreneurs would have been millionaires by now if they never quit. A lot of them have quit too early. And the reason why I think having that grit for me has been the hardest part is because I've failed so many times more than I've succeeded. And emotionally, that takes a toll on you. So not giving up has probably been the hardest part, but pushing through that I think is so important. And Empire Flippers has helped me with that specifically because when I went to go sell my business, there were issues with my transition before I even went to go sell the business. So Empire Flippers was with me from the very beginning. And that, honestly, that conversation was not happening with me with other brokerages in the space. To be honest, they changed my life. You know, the networks that have come from just selling my business, from having had a conversation with Empire Flippers from just years ago, have paid dividends for me just from networking, knowing other sellers, and the advice I get today from that network has been invaluable. What I aspire to do next professionally is build more businesses, but with a greater function of giving back to society. So whether that's personal coaching or a course behind helping other entrepreneurs, or it's building businesses and brands that also give back to the people on the planet. That's ultimately what I'm working towards, with a long-term vision of making a harder pivot towards building a charity and helping people on a global level.